Thanks for watching. I'm Prerna Agarwal, Technical Product Owner for The Guardian. Today we'll be giving you Guardian update of Sprint 43, which lasted from July 10 to July 21st. So just a quick overview of the agenda. We'll be looking at the roadmap. We'll also be talking about the issues that we tackled in Sprint 43. Then we'll be going and flipping over and giving you a demo of Sprint 43. We'll also be looking ahead of week of July 24th, which is Sprint 44. We'll also be talking about the issues that we'll be tackling in Sprint 44. Then we'll also be talking about the upcoming releases. We'll be giving you some of the ways that you can either submit bugs or policy requests through various different channels. So just a quick overview of the Guardian roadmap. Again, this is open source. Anybody can see that. All you need to do is install Zenhub extension in Chrome. And when you travel to Guardian GitHub repo, you will be able to see a tab to quickly open that up and see what's going on there. So as you can see, we are starting our work on restore of user accounts and encrypted documents. We are also working on CDM, AMS 3D webinar policy. We also started working on the evolution of policy differentiation and so on and so forth. So just a quick overview of what we covered in Sprint 43. So in Sprint 43, we committed to 41 story points and we delivered 41 story points, which includes 1666 GP corporate standard policy, some of the analytics on the testnet, which is 2245, 2244. And we also implemented notification mechanism, which is 2426 and 2299, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at Sprint 43 demo. So the first ticket, what we'll be looking at is 2426, which is notification mechanism for Guardian. Currently, the status of most long-running Guardian actions, such as minting tokens, publishing documents, is not visible. Thus, the users may get the wrong impression or get confused. Furthermore, these long-running operations usually involve third-party systems and thus error-prone. When error occurs, the users do not get notified about them and may notice failure later in the process, thus causing them to attribute the errors to the wrong step, usually there or on the system last action. So just to solve this, we have implemented a notification mechanism in our Guardian. So when you just go to standard registry, as you can see, we have implemented a bell icon in the header, and this bell icon gives you all of the notification as you move forward. Now, for example, let me just import a policy using our one of the timestamps. I would like to just go to our GitHub repo, and there I'll just like to take one of the timestamp, assume IREC. In IREC, I'll just go ahead and try to import IREC 4. So I just copy the timestamp and I'll try to import the policy through the timestamp. Now, as you can see, I can see all the notifications as you move forward. When I try to import, as you can see, I see here the notification. In addition, I also see a notification over here with including the percentage. And when the policy is imported, I do get a policy imported a notification as well. And in order to view other notifications, you can click on view all notifications, which will take you to the notification page. And so let's just wait for this notification, this mechanism, this importing to be done. And you can also see that as I get the notification, I get a pop-up, the number of how many notifications are present currently and are not read. Now, as you can see, I get a policy imported of message. And when I click on this, I do see this. When I click on view, this is a page where you get transferred to. In order to see all the notifications, you can click on view all notifications and you get all the notifications related to that imported policy. And in addition to that, you do have an option of opening each of the notification. And if you want, this is nothing but the delete option. For example, if I click on this delete, the notifications beneath that are all deleted. For example, if I click on this, my third and fourth notifications get deleted. As you can see, my third and fourth notifications got deleted when I clicked on this particular button. This is a complete information on the notification. To get more information, we have added notification flow of how that works. In addition to that, we have also added all the user guide of what I have just demoed. In addition to that, we have also added all the APIs related to the notification, which you can use respective of the Guardian UI. So the second ticket, what we'll be looking at is 2245, statistics on the usage of selective disclosure and other features including. So Guardian development team and community have no visibility on the usage of selective disclosure functionality in Guardian. So in order to implement this, we have actually created a new analytics where you will be able to see all the metrics being done on testnet till today. As you can see, my testnet, my analytics have been updated at this particular time, including the UTC time zone. In order to update and see the latest one, you need to click on restart, which will actually re-upload all the analytics till that particular date and time. So as you can see, you have all the metrics being shown here, the transactions, topics, messages, the documents, dates, VCs, VPs, user topics, tags being created, tokens, all fungible and non-fungible. Also the minted tokens, how many fungible and how many non-fungible minted tokens are minted. In addition to this, we also have one filter and top 10 section where you can actually see what are the top 10 standard registries by policy or what top 10 tags by label, and what are the top 10 modules and what are the top 10 DIDs being created. All that is being shown in our new analytic portal. So to get more information on how to make the statistics working, you have complete information in our documentation, which is at docs.hedera.com/guardian. When you get there, if you go to standard registry, underneath that you have a usage statistics. There you have a complete setup of how you can launch the statistics UI. In order to launch the statistics UI, when you build the Guardian by updating all the environment variables, then you need to run the command, which is docker compose -f docker compose analytics.yaml up -d-build, which actually processes some of the services. And once it is done, you can launch the portal at localhost :3000 and you will get all the statistics as shown here. So the third ticket, what we'll be looking at is 1666, which is GHGP corporate standard policy. So the greenhouse gas protocol corporate standard is a prevailing standard for conducting corporate GHG inventories. Therefore, this will be a key policy for CET minting. Currently, there is no Guardian policy based on the GHGP corporate standard that can generate CETs and dynamically support the creation of full GHGP complaint GHG inventories. As a starting point, there have been an initial presentation, workflow, and schema to be discussed and potentially serve as the basis of the policy. So in order to solve this, we have actually developed a GHGP corporate standard policy, which actually can be found in our open source repo. And when you travel there, when you click on methodology library and when you go to GHG methodology, in that you have a GHGP policy folder. And there you can actually find the policy and also a README file where you can actually see a complete documentation and the information about the GHGP policy, including the demo, a step-by-step flow to execute the policy. In addition to that, we have also added a documentation for the selective disclosure, which is a ticket number 1633. This is an alpha version. Currently, we are working on the final version of the selective disclosure, but the alpha version of the selective disclosure can be found on docs.hedera.com/guardian. When you go to selective disclosure, underneath there, you can find a user guide, and you also find a selective disclosure demo of how to implement the selective disclosure in current Guardian version. So that was a demo for Sprint 43. Now looking ahead, we have Sprint 44 coming, which will be last from July 24th to August 4th. So currently in Sprint 44, we are committing to 45 story points, which include some of the major extension, which is Miko integration, front end, back end. we are also working on some of the bugs, which is 2429, 2406, 2474, and so on. Talking about the releases, our last release was on Friday, June 30th, 2023. Our next release will be on Monday, July 31st, 2023. So there are multiple ways to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on GitHub. You can submit policy requests, enhancements, or if you find some bugs, please go ahead and mention those bugs with us so that we can get our team on it. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, come and join our conversation at hedera.com/Discord. And when you search there, when you go and search for sustainability channel, or feel free to reach out to us directly. If you have any policy request, by emailing us at info@envisionblockchain.com or through our website, which is www.envisionblockchain.com. Thank you. Have a great day.